Welcome back to another video. My name is Stephen Foster, and today we are talking about the Dopp kit, the humble Dopp kit, wash kit, whatever you want to call it. Today we have the Peak Design small wash kit, small wash pouch, I believe, Dopp kit, something like that. Since the beginning of 2022, this is the Dopp kit that I have been using. I took this on my almost 2-week long trip to Mexico back in March. Had another about month-long trip in California across like Laguna Beach, San Diego, some of those places. This thing held up really well, and I'll tell you why I originally got stoked on this. Part of it was that it's a little bit smaller. It's not that much smaller. And this is the question that I've gotten from a lot of friends about this pouch is, hey, is it actually smaller enough to make a difference while still being big enough to hold all the things that I want it to hold? So first off, I want to show you what this looks like next to my old Dopp kit. It's like a Harry's razor Dopp kit thing. You can see they're not that different from each other. And on the surface, it doesn't look like you're really saving a ton of size here. But this is significantly larger and heavier in one place, and one place that actually matters a lot to me. You see, I usually throw this wash kit in my Peak Design 20-liter backpack. So this design is actually really important to me because having this angle means that it sits in that backpack without having to fully expand the magnetic latch to fit all that stuff in there. You can get a few more things in there if you still need to. And it is actually flat enough. I can kind of flatten this down a little bit and still use the organization that this has, which is fantastic, and fit it like flat on top of stuff inside of my checked luggage, which is really important, or even like a roller carry-on luggage. Something that I'm not gonna be doing with this big, beefy, fat, formless Dopp kit. So in this video, I'm gonna talk a lot about the design and sort of how I've come to use this Dopp kit, and then I'll show you guys how I pack it out, how I am able to get it to be, I think, the ultimate weekender or a long weekend Dopp, but also a Dopp that works and makes sense for longer periods of travel as well. And then hopefully you guys are able to use all that info, insights, all the good stuff to figure out if this is what you're looking for. But this was I think, the small Dopp kit that I've been looking for years now, and it just happens to be this. Let's get into the design. I've already kind of talked a little bit about how this shape lets it fit into different places than most Dopp kits would, but I will say it is a funky looking shape. It doesn't necessarily look as good as I would like a Dopp kit to look. I think with a lot of Dopp kits, I really want something that like looks classy and looks good. But the good news is with this, is once you unzip it, it kind of looks like a really just normal Dopp kit that you would normally have lying out or whatever. But then you get all the benefits once you zip this thing down of being able to almost get it to go flat depending on what you have in there. But kind of with the design, it's not gonna let you put so much in there that you're not gonna be able to get it flat. And it's a nice package. It's well designed, I think, even though it looks a little funky when it's closed, but you're not gonna be looking at it too much when it's closed. You're gonna be using it when it's open. You do have a handle here on the outside that you can easily throw a finger under. I found that comes in handy more often than not, especially if you're carrying a bunch of stuff or if you need to pull something out of your bag and just need to like dangle it on your pinky. I don't know, it works. And then it's got this hook in the back, which I really came to appreciate because you get somewhere sometimes there's actually no counter space. You need to have that little hook that you can just hang your bag on. Perfect, but you don't want like that Dopp kit that like you have to roll out and need like 100 yards of counter space for. This is like the best of both worlds. You get to have something that hangs on like a shower hook or something if you need to, and then if you don't need it, you can just put it away and it's out of sight, out of mind, not getting in your way, not snagging on anything. I do appreciate that. So unzipping this Dopp kit, I'll show you guys what we have inside on. Well, let me actually pop it this way. This is kind of how I'm used to looking at it down here. On this side over here to the left, there's like a shelf, a magnetic latch shelf on the top that fits a toothbrush really well, really easily. I have the Quip electric toothbrush in here in the all black colorway. It's been my go-to toothbrush now for years, probably 5 years or something. That just magnetic clasps right up at the top there, easy enough. What I do like about this is there's sort of like this dedicated section beneath the toothbrush to fit a full-sized toothpaste. That is huge because if you're gonna be traveling for say more than a weekend, you can pack a whole tube of toothpaste. If you're just working on a tube of toothpaste like I am, and you don't wanna have to buy like that $5, $10 ounce travel toothpaste, like just keep working on the toothpaste you got. That's really nice. And that just fits right in there, so snug. And it's just like, it's in the right spot, you know, like, oh, okay, tooth things. all over there, fantastic. On the other side, you have this little zip pouch at the top. I'll throw sometimes, like if I'm traveling somewhere where I'm not gonna be like at a hotel that has Q-tips or anything, I'll throw those in there in like a little Ziploc baggie. Maybe I'll throw some like supplements or vitamins, things like that. Maybe like a Motrin or something for in-flight headaches. Right now, all I have in here is just my nail clippers, which are super important to travel with. And then down here below the nail clippers, I just have some Tiege Hanley, not sponsored, but I've been using their stuff pretty well. And if I have any breakouts, it's because I have lapsed on using this as consistently as I should. But the Tiege Hanley wash and some moisturizer for the face, all that goes in this little pocket here, just next to all the like, you know, Q-tips and nail clipper stuff. And then down the center ridge in this like accordion style that Peak Design has been kind of known for now for the last few years in their design language, I have this. This is Sirota's underarm balm. This stuff, you don't need deodorant. Let me tell you, deodorant it's no good. That stuff, or just anything that's like doesn't have aluminum in it and all that other junk that makes your armpits burn. That's no fun. This stuff is like awesome. Really dig this stuff. That's for the underarms. And then the other pro packing tip, travel tip that I like to travel with is just like a little travel thing of Vaseline, which does cost an exorbitant amount of money to buy in this tiny little package. But these are always like super good in case like you forget lip balm, you need something to like maybe help close a wound if you got like a scratch or something that's irritating you, or even just generally like you have dry skin and moisturizers run out. Throwing this on somewhere really does end up helping. That just goes in the opposite pocket of that. Zip it all up, ready to travel. So I can confidently say after using this pouch now for, I guess, the better part of this calendar year, 2022, this thing has held up really well. Like I've said, I put a ton of miles on it this year between going to Mexico, spending some extended time down in California. And I've actually been really grateful to have gotten this right before some of those bigger trips. I actually just recently used this on our hospital trip for the delivery of our son. This was sort of just perfect. I was able to like pack a light Dopp here, throw that in the backpack so I'm not like moving into the hospital. I just wanted to kind of have like my backpack with a couple changes of clothes and you know, all my toiletries, and this really did it for me. You know, I don't need any more than this. I don't need to travel with some big like, I don't need to travel with like the whole bathroom sink, you know, like this does it. It holds up well. It's water resistant. All the stuff inside like airs out and dries out really well, especially with that hook on the back there. Makes it really nice and easy. Zipper's quality, all the details on it are just super quality. I think if you're a traveler in general, but specifically if you're a photographer like I am, I have the Peak Design 20-liter everyday backpack. I also have the Peak Design 40-liter backpack that I take on like some of my longer shoots, longer travels that I need to bring my kit with me. I love that this just kind of goes with the design aesthetic of everything. It's just one thing that like just makes travel easier. And that's like, that's worth it in itself. So I hope this video helped you out in making a decision about toiletries, getting your Dopp kit on, getting that all straightened up, because travel is back and hopefully y'all are able to travel, have a blast, and just enjoy life. Leave a comment down in the description below on what your current Dopp kit is and what your favorite thing in your Dopp kit is. How about that? I love that Sirota stuff, man. That stuff is game changer. I do love my Quip too though. The Quip, ever since I got the Quip, haven't had a cavity since. Or just leave down in the comments below where you hope to travel to very soon. And if you leave it down there, hopefully someone sends you some good vibes. We're all about a good vibe here. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed to this channel. I'm so grateful for all of you. Y'all are the best. Thank you so much. Please be kind, both in life and in the comments below, and like this video to send those good vibes across the internet. We'll do it again soon. Later.